I never really paid much attention to it. I was always doing something with the Backstreet Boys, which, of course, I enjoyed doing, you know. So basically, what happened was after the Japanese part of the world tour of the Backstreet Boys, we took a couple months off, and during that time I called up my record company. I asked them, I said, can I get in the studio and just maybe write a couple songs and record a couple songs and maybe see how it goes? And they were like, sure. So I went in the studio. I had no plans, no intentions to release an album or anything, and you know, it just started to turn out really good. And the stuff that I did started floating around the record company, and they were pretty excited, and that kind of got me pumped up too. And I was like, okay, so.
Okay. All right. Music on, everybody.
When I started recording, I kind of found myself, and I found a way to release all the stuff that I've been holding inside since a young kid. And I finally got it out, and I got it out through paper and writing and stuff like that. And so it's been kind of like a therapy for me, a big therapy. And I just, you know, I really, what I hope is I just hope that the fans will be there to support and see that I'm happy, and maybe that'll make them happy. You know, that's all I want. I'm proud. I'm very happy. I mean, I feel better. Everything that I've done, you know, it just gets better and better, you know. My influences have always been rock music, and I've been a big rock fan since I was a young kid. You know, old rock and roll, new rock and roll, and also I've liked also hip hop and all other kinds of music, but rock was always a little bit above everything else. So I got to actually do that and put that into the music. So I kind of created like a new, not a new sound necessarily, but a new type of pop, I guess, with guitars and stuff, but with the same pop vocal kind of thing going on, but it's just me. I'm a big sponge that kind of sucks things in from different areas and kind of, and that's in general what I do. I think everybody's like that in a way. They take things from the past and they try to make it new, or they try to, you know, use that as a reference. So what I kind of did was, I mean, I loved Bryan Adams. That was one of my favorite artists as a young kid when I grew up that I loved listening to, and Tom Petty and, you know, Phil Collins and, you know, all those, and Fleetwood Mac and all that. But I wanted to bring back the feel-good music of like the late 80s. It's like the music kind of felt like you listened to it, you felt happy. I mean, I'm not trying to portray to be anything that I'm not. I'm just kind of doing what's coming out of me. That's just whatever, you know, whatever I feel. I feel like, you know, nowadays and my age, kids can take different things from anything. You know, they can take a, you know, rock element, put it with a hip-hop element, and that's why you got like groups like Limp Bizkit who pioneered that. You know, and that's what it's starting to become. Everything's starting to gel together. You know, and I'm definitely an example of that era. My influences have always been rock music, and I've been a big rock fan since I was a young kid. You know, old rock and roll, new rock and roll, and also I've liked also hip hop and all other kinds of music, but rock was always a little bit above everything else. So I got to actually do that and put that into the music. So I kind of created like a new, not a new sound necessarily, but a new type of pop, I guess, with guitars and stuff, but with the same pop vocal kind of thing going on. But it's just me.